Hey, Mac Lackey here with Exit DNA. I wanted to share something because I had a great conversation with one of our members yesterday, a relatively new member to Exit DNA, and he asked one of the most common questions that I receive from entrepreneurs, and that is, how do you reach out to prospective buyers who you think might be interested in buying your business? The reason that's such a common question is because as an entrepreneur, we're always thinking it might make us look weak. It might make us look desperate. It might reduce leverage if we are the ones that reach out to these prospective clients. So it's a really important question. And in my mind, there are really two times that it's ideal to reach out to prospective buyers of your business. Now, the first time is the perfect world scenario, which is years in advance of when you need or want to sell your business. You want to start to develop a relationship with these prospective buyers. In Exit DNA, we use a framework I call the solid gold buyer sheet. The whole point of the solid gold buyer sheet is to start to developing a list of prospective buyers across multiple industries, because it's key to have multiple industries. And in addition to a list of them, start to develop the key contacts within these companies, the compelling reasons you believe they would be interested in buying your business. It's kind of those strategic advantages that you've created that you think they would be interested in. And years in advance, what we really want to do is just proactively reach out to this list. It is truly relationship building 101. Reaching out to someone and saying, I have a lot of respect for the business you're building. We're competitors, or I love what you're doing. I've been reading about your business in the press. I'm going to be in your neighborhood. I thought I might see if I could just pop in and introduce myself, get to know one another, no strings attached. What that does is it gives you an opportunity to meet someone that you think, you don't know yet, that they could be a great prospective buyer. You start to develop a relationship with them. In that meeting, you can tell them what your vision is, what your goals are. You can also plant the seeds of some of those compelling reasons that you think they might want to buy you. You're not going to say you should be interested in buying us. You're just sharing the things that you're strategically doing that you believe are valuable to them. Over time, as you run into them at trade shows or you proactively reach back out, you can share updates. And the further and further you get towards achieving those goals, the more likely they are to express interest in buying you. The other time, which is even more critical, is if and when you receive inbound interest in your company or if you need to sell it. So let's say, for example, this is what happened with our member. He received some unexpected inbound interest. The business was not for sale, but someone reached out and said, you know what, we really love what you're doing. We'd love to buy your business, and even gave some perspective on what they would be willing to pay, which was a compelling number. In that scenario, you do not want to take your company down the path with just one interested party. What a perfect time to pick up the phone and proactively reach out to those individuals that you've already been nurturing a relationship with. And you're simply going to call and say, I wanted to reach out to you because we just received some inbound interest. The business is not for sale. We got a compelling offer. And as I started thinking about selling the business, I cannot imagine not having you on that list. I think you are kind of the perfect buyer of our business. I think there's a lot of strategic advantages. I think there are a lot of synergies. So I don't know if you would have any interest at all, but before I sold it to someone else or sold it to a competitor, I wanted to at least reach out because I knew that I would regret not having at least called to see if this is something you might be interested in. I call it the solid gold buyer sheet because these things tend to bubble up and turn into solid gold. You've got someone on the list. You've been learning more about their business. You've been tracking what they're doing. You've been building a relationship. All of a sudden, you're pulling them into a process where there is a compelling opportunity. You're going to sell your business. If they have any interest at all, they're going to want to learn more. They're going to want to engage in due diligence. So those are the two key times. But overall, you need to constantly remember you're building something incredibly valuable. Great deals happen when you identify someone outside your industry or a large competitor that wants what you've built. That alignment is what creates incredible outcomes. Reaching out to prospective buyers is such a powerful way when you don't need to sell. If you're doing it early, it can be a very casual conversation and lead to great things. But even when you need to sell, reaching out to them and trying to pull them into a process is one of the greatest tools at your disposal. If you want to learn more of these tactics and many more, check out exitdna.com, and we look forward to being a part of your exit